So I recently bought a 2012 BMW 335i M Sport, and it's also a manual. I got a killer deal on it, except it has a few little things that I need to sort out. The main one being that it has an aftermarket front bumper. It's not the original BMW spec front bumper. It's probably an eBay one, but being so, it had the wrong fog light housing. If you see here, this one is correct. You're not supposed to be able to there's not supposed to be a hole here. On the other side, I have it removed right now, but there's supposed to be an opening here that takes a duct that goes to an oil cooler that is in the bumper. Right there, actually. It's right in there. That oil cooler was completely blocked off, not able to get any air at all to it, so it was basically useless. So I just ordered the correct parts, which are this piece here, which is the oil cooler duct, and the correct fog light housing. This is the comparison between the two. See, this one had a complete blockage here when there's supposed to be an opening that connects to this duct. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that swapped out. First thing I gotta do, I'm gonna get this tag off, and I'm also gonna swap over the fog light to the new housing. All right, got the new fog light holder in, and I'm gonna try to fish it in there and see if I could get it without having to take the bumper off. We shall see. I might have to loosen this side, but we'll find out. Now that we got that in, I'm gonna get the duct kind of situated, and then kind of put the bumper back on and button everything up. I still have not decided what's gonna happen with this fender liner. This is the incorrect fender liner for a 335i on the passenger side. It's supposed to have a big vent right in here. I might cut it. I might not run fender liner, or I'll just buy the correct one. Alright, so I got the bumper kind of loosely fitted back in place. I had to take the covers off for the headlight nozzles because they're like, they don't let the bumper come off when they're on. But you can see that the duct is in. It fits really nicely, actually. It's just what you get when you buy OEM parts. It's not really, I don't really have the hardware to fit it up correctly. I think I'm just gonna run 2 bolts that I used in the fender liner and then just take those out and use it there. I think it's supposed to have like a big grommet, like rubber grommet, to kind of hold it in place. That's what it looks like. It's a really big hole, but a couple of the fender liner bolts worked, so I think I'll just run 2 less fender liner bolts in the actual fender liner before I and I'll just keep an eye out for like the correct parts, but that's how it's looking for right now. So I got everything aligned real nicely. Bumper is tightened up. I have not put the fender liners in yet, and my logic is if air is still going in there, it's not gonna be able to evacuate, and this is the wrong fender liner. So I started to cut a hole where there's kind of like an outline of where I think the factory hole would be. It's a very rough outline, but you can just kind of see it. I'm gonna see how far this gets me. There's really nothing can go wrong doing this, except if I cut myself. So I just have this Swiss Army knife, so it might not work, but there's legit no harm in doing it. So we'll give it a shot. Pretty good for a pocket knife. That looks factory. I don't know about y'all. Look at that. Doing it in the parking garage.